Hello, what is up guys? Evil Duo Arm here today, back with another Blade and Soul video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 4th anniversary update, and some of the things people don't really like about the update. I'm here to try and convince you that these changes are great for the game state and fantastic for the advancement of Blade and Soul. If you don't agree with me by the end of this video, let me know in the comment section below. You're crazy, but listen, let me know if you think I'm wrong. At any rate, we're going to get started, and we're going to talk about Hunter's Refuge, the very first one, the very big sticking point with a lot of people. So, I was called out in the last, 4 times I've done this video that the very first thing that I've listed to defend any patches or anything have been that the memes are great. And I promise you this time, I'm not going to put a single meme in this video. Not a single one. We're going to get right into content and not talk about anything. So, don't bother going to Reddit and looking at the memes about this, okay? There's no good memes for this whatsoever. No way to defend a patch. You're absolutely right, everyone, and all of my viewers. So the real first complaint that everyone is having is about the items that are obtainable from Hunter's Refuge. You can see right here a post from a Reddit user. The link is in the description below, so if you want to read the post in its entirety, and I highly recommend you do, you can see that they get about 20-something thousand gold worth of materials and gold, which is insane. For one day of farming in this place, it's great. The first major complaints about this that people have is that it's going to impact the market negatively. So if we go to the marketplace in Blade and Soul and look up one of those materials like moonstones, for example, one of the items that drops from this. If we look at the price on it, we can see that the price of moonstones is up 87%. That's pretty high. That's a pretty big increase. But if we looked at something else like the Elysian orbs that also drop from this, if we look at their prices, we'll see that they've gone down, right? Oh, they're up 15% as well. So, listen, but if we look at other things that are unrelated to this event and have nothing to do with it, like Evolve Stones, we can see that the Evolve Stone price has dropped 3%. So, therefore, this event is good for the economy. It's not causing any problems. There's no inflation with the different materials that are obtained. You can get Evolve Stones for cheaper. So, really, it's a great event. It has no impacts on the economy. I don't really see where the argument is on that one. So then, that brings us to the second complaint, and that is of the accessibility to all players of this event. So if you look around at some of the posts in this comment section of this Reddit post, you will see that guilds have gone ahead and put together maps of the regions which they have claimed, and they have alliances with other guilds not to interfere with each other, and they also have orders from all of them to kill on sight anyone who is not a member of their guild in that region. So a lot of people are upset saying, bro, I can't even get into this. I can't even play. I'm just getting killed as soon as I walk into the area. And with an entry fee of 10 gold to get back into the area, not really the most ideal place to be getting player killed. So, to that, all I have to say is that this is an excellent exploitation of capitalism by these guilds. Listen, they found an idea where they can make a ton of money. They've figured out how to monopolize the area, and there's really no way to punish them. It's a great system for these guilds, really well put together. I don't understand how anyone could be mad at them for excluding other players from running an event. And let's take a step back here. If you think that you should be able to run every single event in Blade and Soul as a free-to-play or a player that doesn't spend a lot of money, you've severely missed out on several events that have been offered in the past. We had things like the Sacred Longuai or the Naxxin Mushin fight thing, the Mushin selection box thing when that first came out, where you needed to have insane gear to be able to clear the final stages of it and get the best rewards. So this isn't the first time that players have been excluded based on their gear from the event, and this won't be the last time. So yeah, really, a terrible feeling and sentiment from the player base, feeling entitled to be able to run an event that gives rewards that they need. It's just an extreme amount of entitlement. So I don't even want to deal about this anymore. It's getting me so angry that people think they should be able to run an event during the 4th anniversary celebration. So angry that I'm going to move on to the next thing that we're talking about. Next on the complaint list from the player base is the honing oil system. If you navigate to the transmute menu and navigate to the second sacred vial option here, you will see that you can now craft sacred vials using this thing called honing oil, but it uses a crap load of materials. In fact, if you compare it to the sacred oil, the difference between these two is only 200 gold cheaper if you were to buy everything to make this sacred vial versus making the sacred oil. So what is the deal with that? It's cheaper. Why is anybody upset? There's this thing that says there is a chance of failure. And this chance of failure has been confirmed to being a 66% chance of failing every time you use this method, meaning that all of those resources will be consumed. You will lose all of these if it fails. So that's like 500 gold that you just threw down the drain. You might as well have just taken the moonstones and taken turns throwing them how far to the ocean you can throw them. But really, this isn't that big a deal because the ocean taketh the moonstones, but it also giveth the moonstones. What you can do is, if you want to make the sacred vials via this, You can just go auto fish overnight. Just let your computer run for 12 hours, maximum power settings. Who gives a crap? It's not your electricity. Your parents or your college is paying for it. So what the frig, just let it run and auto fish for 12 hours overnight. You'll then get a bunch of pearls, which you can use to exchange for materials, and you can roll them away on the transmute menu, hoping that you get the sacred oil with the sacred vial honing oil thing. Like, makes perfect sense to me. Statistically, overnight, it would cost you 150 gold to farm overnight for these crystals. It's going to give you more than enough to be able to make a singular attempt at this system here, and with a 33% success rate, meaning it's going to set you back about 450 gold, which is cheaper than if you were to buy them off of the market. So I really don't understand. Just let your computer run overnight for 36 hours to farm up the materials that you need to save 50 gold on a sacred vial that you only need to upgrade your soul to like stupid high stages. Like, I don't get it. It makes perfect sense to me. It seems like a great system. And besides, you don't even have to worry about anything happening to you while you're auto fishing, right? Like, it's like people think that somebody could hack into the game and get the demon skills and just kill everybody who's AFK auto fishing. It's like, well, that's never going to happen. Just let your computer run. You don't got anything to worry about. You're not going to die. Nobody can take your character's F2s or anything like that. No, you just sit there and fish. Nothing's going to happen to you. It's simple. It's a great system. I don't understand why anyone is upset with this sacred vial honing oil thing. It's literally free sacred vials, just handing them out. It just costs you like 400 gold and like 36 hours of computer time, but who cares? Now it's time for bonus content, featuring the guild leader from one of the guilds that is monopolizing the region of Hunter's Refuge. So this guild leader went ahead and put together a post explaining why they're killing other players in the region that come into their area. So basically, the answer that they've given is that they're a PvP guild, and you can read this whole post. It's linked in the description below, so if you think I'm being hard-pressed to them or messing with them and putting words in their mouth, go ahead, read it for yourself, make your own decision. The way I interpret it, though, is that their 6v6 PvP that they loved so much has died. Basically, there's not enough people at the higher elos that they play at to provide a challenging experience for them. They end up getting stuck with people that are sandbags, not properly geared, they just throw the game, they have no intentions of actually fighting back to them. So they feel like it doesn't provide them a fun experience. And that apparently killing PvE players who are just running around trying to kill mobs provides them more of a challenging and more of a satisfying experience than doing that in 6v6. So that's their logic for doing this. I don't really understand it entirely, but it could be because of the words of the own person that posted it, that I'm a literally retarded PvE player. And how I even enjoy it, I don't know. So, it's probably because I'm retarded that I don't understand it, and it probably makes perfect sense. So, and listen, I'm no PvP player. I have no interest in doing player versus player in the game. They can have their fun and do whatever they want. I just don't understand why the only people that would be able to compete with them on a gear level, they decided to form an alliance with and split the map between them. I don't understand why, if you're complaining about not being able to have engaging gameplay experience with people that can compete with you, you would form an alliance with them so you wouldn't have to fight them. I am in no way saying that I am better than any of them at all in PvP. They will all kick my ass. They could all use training weapons and would probably kick my ass. I just don't understand why, if your complaint is the lack of competition, you're preying on people that can't compete with you. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video, mainly because I'm out of stuff to talk about, but also because there was just a notification in game saying that the game is going down for server maintenance, like, immediately. So I don't know what they're going to change on it. This video is going out right now. We'll see what happens after the update. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This video is entirely satirical. Nothing in this video is actually meant to be taken serious. Just have a good laugh at it. At any rate, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.